When he speaketh a lie, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
What? Say it again.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
He speak a lie, he speak of his own. Donald Trump said that the Hispanic people are rapists. They stealing the jobs. They criminals. They bringing crime. But really, that's what they did.
Right.
When they came to America, they the ones that bought crime.
Right.
They the ones that raped everybody. Right. They the ones that stole land.
Right.
You understand? That murdered to get this land. Hispanics didn't bring it, they brought it. You understand? Read it again.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Right. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, man. The truth is not in there, man. That's why if you black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you got to stop trusting these people. You got to stop going out and voting thinking that's going to change your situation, man. Because that's not going to change nothing. And like this is what's so crazy about it, right? Like only black Hispanic people or forfeit all their people for the benefit of America at the detriment of their own people. No other people would do that, man. Right. No other people will forfeit their people for America at the detriment of their own people, man. Right. But he's so much of a liar, he didn't convince black and Hispanic people to do that. And that's why they say that they got 50% of Hispanic people that they came out and voted for Donald Trump. Why? Because he didn't convince them to forfeit their own people for the benefit of America. No righteous people would ever do that, man. You understand? Only somebody dumb would do something like that. Keep going.
For he is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
Everything that come out the white man's mouth is a goddamn lie, man. He said that he wasn't going to be separating children at the border, and then guess what? He turned around and he changed his mind, and he started separating children at the border. That's why since 2017, guess how many indigenous children that went missing at the border? Over 5,000, man. Over 5,000 children that went missing. And that's not including the ones that they can't find. You understand? You know why? Because they're a goddamn liar, man. Keep going.
And the father of it.
Right, and he a father of it. He didn't convince black people to vote. He didn't convince black and Hispanic people to be gangsters. He didn't convince us to take on his culture, man. And you wonder why we destroyed. You understand? When the Lord gave us a culture. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6, Baba Kashab. You understand? The Lord gave us a culture. He gave us instructions on how to live. But because we envy the white man, black and Hispanic people are destroyed, man. You understand? You out here, you came out here and voted for Donald Trump. You understand? But then you talking about you stand for the Palestinians. How you standing for the Palestinians, but you ain't standing for the indigenous people? Right. The Palestinians still got their language. Right. They don't speak Jewish because they was conquered by the Jewish people. They still got their land. They still got a military. But guess who don't got their language? Hispanic people. Guess who don't got no military? Hispanic people. Guess who don't got their culture? Hispanic people. The Palestinians still worship an Arab God. But guess who don't worship their God, man? Hispanic people, man. Read that when you got it.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 2. Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding.
The God of the Bible said, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, because this is your wisdom, man. This is what make you wise. Not going out and voting. You understand? Not trying to join the people that oppress you. That don't make you wise, man. You understand? Finding out that this book is about you, and you supposed to be doing what God said. That's what make you wise, man. Keep going.
Wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nation.
Right. The other nations supposed to see us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. And they're supposed to say, you know what? That's a wise and understanding people. Right. Look at they don't have no drug dealers in their community. They don't got nobody that's in the interracial marriage in their community. You understand? That's a wise and understanding people. Keep going.
We shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation.
Surely this what?
This great nation.
Y'all trying to make America great again. We trying to make black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians great again, man. And the only thing that's going to make us great and make us a great nation is when we just do what this brother said to do. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let me understand. When you read Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6, the Lord said he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. He didn't give us Christianity. He didn't give us Islam. He didn't give us Catholicism. You understand? He didn't give us my choice, my body. I do whatever I want. I serve the Lord on my own terms. That's not what God gave us, man. The Lord said he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Read that when you got it.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy.
The Bible said what?
Never trust thine enemy.
You're supposed to never trust your enemy, man. And if you don't know who your enemy is, I'm going to tell you who your enemy is. It's not just Donald Trump. It's not just the white people that's in power that's oppressing you. The white man, woman, and child is your goddamn enemy, man.
That's right.
That's what you fail. That's what you fail to realize. You want to lie to yourself. You want to say, well, you know, it's just the people in power that's doing this. You know, it's just the people that got money. It's just Donald Trump. No, all these white people hate you, man. They're your enemy. You know how I know? Because only your enemy will hang you on trees from city to your city. Only your enemy will put drugs in your community. Only your enemy will take your culture and give you his. You understand? Only your enemy will do that, man. Keep going.
For as iron rusted.
Right, because as iron rusted, keep going.
So is his wickedness.
Right, as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You better believe iron rust. Over time, when you got iron, it's gonna rust over time. So
Christ only died for you. That's right. Let me say that one more time. You are descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel. You God's chosen people according to the Bible. That's right. Christ only died for you. That's right. Let me say that one more time. Christ only died for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and we are God's chosen people according to the Bible. That's right. God ain't dealing with everybody. You understand? You think God loved Donald Trump? You think God loved the Pope? You think God loved your Christian pastor? God don't care about none of them, man. Right. But you know who he do love? He loved them brothers and sisters inside the reservation.
Right. That's right.
You know who he do love? He loved those brothers and sisters inside the ICE detention center.
That's right.
You know who he do love? He loved them brothers and sisters that are getting their neighborhoods gentrified.
That's right.
In South Central and Compton,
right.
Pasadena, every ghetto in America. He loved those people, man. Those are the people that God loves. Those are the people that Christ died for. Right. And listen, God is going to give us justice, man.
That's right.
God is going to give us justice for all the pain that they give us. Right. For all the genocide, all the unaliving, all the drugs they put in our neighborhood, all the evil that they did to our people. God is going to give us justice.
That's right.
If we change our life. Right. Let's go. All right, where we at?
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is. It's time for you to wake the hell up, man.
That's right.
Romans 13:11. Romans 13:11 is time for you to wake the hell up. High time to wake up out of sleep. That's what we are. We are asleep in America, man.
Right.
These are black people that wrote this Bible. Said you are asleep right now.
Right.
What that mean? You unaware of what the hell is going on right now.
That's right.
You in Hollywood Boulevard taking your mom out on Mother's Day or taking your baby mama out for Mother's Day, and they're about to have a whole war in Pakistan and India.
Right.
World War III is just around the corner.
That's right.
And you on Hollywood Boulevard asleep.
Right.
If you ain't out on a date, you right now getting high, smoking blunts and on drugs, chasing hoes. Well, World War III is about to crack off. High time for you to wake up out of sleep, man. Wake the hell up, man.
That's right.
Wake up, black and Hispanic and Native American Indian man.
Right.
You understand? You hear the words of the Most High? That's for you, man. That's for you to wake up.
That's right.
You understand? You choose to ignore this Bible, you gonna end up dying in America, man.
That's right.
But you ain't gotta die in America. You can get life, man. How you gonna get the life? By the word of God, man. By the words of the Most High.
Right.
That's how you get life. But everybody dying in America, everybody afraid, being terrorized by ICE. Man, listen, you ain't gotta be afraid, man, because the Lord can be with you, man. If you're willing to give up pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, if you can let go of the Christian cross and Catholicism and the Christian church,
right.
If you can let go of the American dream, man, you can receive the Most High, man, and the Lord will protect you. Right. It's about how bad you want it, though, man. Right. Go ahead. Where we at?
Verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Man, salvation. Salvation is very close. Who's salvation for? Only blacks, Latinos. Latinos and Native Indians, man.
That's
Those
right.
are the only people that can receive salvation.
Right.
If you're a white man, guess what? You can't receive salvation.
That's right.
If you're African, Arab, Indian, Pakistan, Armenian, hey, Christ didn't die for you.
Right.
A black man by the name of Jesus Christ, Yahweh in the Hebrew, a nigga in the Bible.
That's right.
Only God for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And salvation is only for us. Now, if you're white, you probably thinking, oh, wait a minute. Why can't I receive salvation? What do you need to be saved from? Why do you need salvation? You got Hollywood Boulevard, America. You got the military. You got Donald Trump. Goddamn, that's your savior right there. That's all you need is Donald Trump. Even though he gonna lead you straight to death, that's where you headed to. Listen, you in your kingdom right now. America is your kingdom. You're living in the kingdom of heaven right now. It's called of America. It's called America. But America is gonna be doomed. America is gonna get bombed. It will get burnt up with fire. Hey, black and Hispanic man, you don't have to die in fire if you serve Christ. You decide to change your life right now, or if you decide to begin to change your life right now, hey man, you can be saved.
That's right.
You got to start the process now, though, man. Don't wait on it. Don't be the cat that says, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give it about next year, about 2 years. I might go see them brothers." Nah, man, 2 years might be too late.
Right.
2 years, man, you're gonna have sex with all the whores that you want, and you're gonna be full of diseases, man. Or you might have a bullet in your head.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You gotta change now, man. Right now is the time for you to change. Let's keep going.
Verse 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Stop right there. Now Matthew, let me get Matthew the 24th chapter. Matthew 24 and verse 6. World War III on its way. In about a minute, all you white Americans gonna be in the Middle East fighting for your country.
Damn right.
That's where you need to be. You love America, right?
That's right.
Hey man, go fight for your country.
Damn right.
Go fight, go die for your nation, white man. You know what I'm saying? Because in about a minute, you're gonna fight Russia. You're gonna fight who else? You're gonna fight Russia and China. You're gonna fight China. You're gonna fight North Korea. You know what I'm saying? In about a minute, you're gonna have a ticket, you're gonna get on that airplane, and you're gonna end up in Russia and China fighting. And you're gonna die.
That's right.
You're gonna die. You're gonna send all your men over there, you're gonna die.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian man, that ain't your fight though.
Right.
That ain't your fight. Just like Vietnam was not a fight for you. All the wars that America has fought have never been a war for you. World War III is not for you. Your fight, your biggest fight is to fight drugs. Your biggest fight is to fight Christianity and Catholicism and the American dream and Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving.
That's right.
That's your biggest fight right there. All of those are a sin against God, man. And if you want the Lord to be on your side, you got to fight those things, man.
That's right.
You understand? Fight Mother's Day. That's where we are right now. We're on Mother's Day.
Right.
If you right here right now and you're going to take your mother out to a Mother's Day dinner right now, don't do it, man. That's your fight right there. You understand? Don't take her out to that Mother's Day dinner. Learn to fight, man. Because Christ is coming back, and if you're sinning when Christ comes back, guess what? You're going to die too, black and Hispanic.
Right.
That's
right.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Negros, indios nativos, somos los verdaderos israelitas. ¿Esto dónde lo dice? Según esto dice en la Biblia.
Show that Puerto Ricans love America, but that ain't reality. These attacks was planned beforehand. Only white cops were assigned.
Then our only recourse is to defend ourselves.
We tried to move people onto the sidewalk, but the police were all out for blood.
Another series of protests was staged by thousands of students, parents, and the Brown Berets. In June 1968, the group that had become known as the East LA 13 was released on bail.
Demonstrate to our people and we deserve better and that we could, get better.
I don't think there's ever been a time when we need more of the spirit of the young lords than today.
I guess we had no fear. We just did what we think, or we thought at the time was the right thing to do.
National captain of the Black Panther Party. They are making it their business to process arresting me and my wife, to a process arresting numerous Panthers on the block.
Police just went in and started beating them viciously. It was ugly. They were just yelling at us, you dirty spicks, dirty Mexicans, who do you think you are?
Testing. Mic check 1 2. Can y'all hear us? If anybody's right there in the audience, let us know if y'all can hear us or not. Put a 1 in the chat.
Check.
So far, I'm assuming the sound is good. Just let us know if y'all can hear us, all right? Before we get started, shout out to Sister Olivia Arnold. Shalom, sis. Y'all was Shema looked up by Shimi. I was shot. No sweat. I think we good on the sound. I'm looking at the recorder right here, and it looks like it's picking up the sound. What's going down, Raza? You understand? Let me know if y'all can't hear us. Just let us know in the chat. But what's going down out there? You're tuned into another night of the Inconvenient Truth. Let's give it a hand, man. Let's give that a hand.
Damn right.
Let me go. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're right here, representing the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Okay, Most High Christ, the sister said, they can hear, they got the sound. Okay, represent the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of Southern California, occupied territory, Mexico. You understand? We're right here. This is the Inconvenient Truth. Y'all can find us online on YouTube, Facebook, IG, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter X, or X Twitter, whatever you call it. It's called the Inconvenient Truth 1969. Like, share, and subscribe. If you got any questions, comments, opinions on the matter, let us know what you think, right, about what we're about to talk about, right? Because tonight's topic is, they profit off the vision, how media platforms fuel Black versus brown tension. And I'm sure a lot of y'all out there, are seeing what's been going on lately, right? With Black versus brown beef online, pushed every day online, on the news, in music. So-called Blacks and Hispanics are taught that they're each other's enemies, man.
Right.
So-called, the raza and so-called Black people, man, we're taught that we're each other's enemies, that we're, quote unquote, inherently racist against one another. We're taught that, we're our own worst enemy, right? We're our enemies. Meanwhile, America, what is America? What is this oppressor? What are these other nations, man?
Right.
You understand? That's always been pushed 24/7 on us. And this translates to the streets, translates to violence on the streets, translates to hatred online, translates to hatred on the workplace. It translates to Israelites, right? Joining America's military, joining America's police force, and oppressing our own people. And let me say this, man, before we get started. If you so-called black or Hispanic and you're against so-called blacks and Hispanics, you got the mark of the beast in your head, man. That's what the mark of the beast was talking about. When you had the mark of the beast in your forehead on your right hand, joining this oppressor's military to harm your own people, man. You know, doing the work for the beast.
Right.
His philosophy, his propaganda.
Right.
Hey,
right. Go ahead, Salak. Go ahead, sir. Salak. You know what? Let me pull the Bible. What's it called? KJB online up. So.
And when you're getting that, like you know, like touching on the title, like who benefits from it, right? Like this is not an accident. Like the oppressor in every nation, right? They use this. This is a business model for Black and Hispanics to go against each other, and it's a mechanism that it's extremely profitable for everyone,
right?
Except for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, every nation profits off of Black and Hispanics going against each other at every given moment.
Right, Governor.
We're the ones who don't profit off of hating each other.
Right.
But once we come together, how Zephaniah 2:1 speaks about how the Lord says that we have to come together, that's when Black and Hispanic are going to start to profit off unity, off the Lord. Oh, so like, go ahead, sir. No, go ahead, sir.
So I'll share it on the screen. You know what I mean? We should definitely share that precept for this, you know? It's a lot, yeah.
I'd like to hear anything.
Oh, God, it's a lot. Sir, it's a setting on this. I'll try to fix that right now.
Let's see. Don't lose your point, though, Comic Guy. You're bringing out real heavy out.
Yeah, kind of, sir. I yield on that, sir. If you want to bring out the, so we could, you know, I don't want my like-minded losers because he made a point first with the mark of the beast. So if the brother wants to go back to that, you want these, sir? No sweat.
Oh, sorry. No, it's all right.
Yeah,
you should. Yeah, hold on.
No sweat. Go ahead, Kana.
No, he's gonna read the verse because you were saying something like my before, you know.
Khan, like we're taught to be against one another, right? This nation teaches us to be each other's worst enemies, man. This nation teaches us that, you know, we're the problem with each other, not this oppressor, not these other nations, but it's Blacks and Hispanics who are the problem, man. You know, and that is something that, you know, has been pushed on us thanks to the Christian church, thanks to America. You know, there's that, what's that mentality called? The crabs in the barrel mentality, where we think we have to fight one another to get a crumb from this oppressor, man.
Right.
And that's what I learned with all these movements out there, man. Your FBA movements, your Aboriginal movements, man. Even your gang movements, man. All that is to target, is to fight for a crumb from this oppressor, to fight for the benefits of living in America, thinking that you got to be against your brother to get it, man.
Right.
That whole, you know, I don't know, the programs in prison, the gang culture, that's all fighting for America's approval.
And they all failed.
Right.
And they were never profitable for Black and Hispanics. Why? Because the Lord was never with that. But in the ISUPK, this is profitable for Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, right, because this is built on the truth of the Most High.
Right.
This ain't built off philosophy and you know, just believing in something that's in vain. This is the truth of God, and it comes with an identity, and it comes with prophecies, you know, and all of that is what's going to profit Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
If I could read the precept,
Yes, sir.
Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation, not desired. And if I could, like, it's heavy what your brother is saying, and I'll touch on that about the crabs in the barrel. You know what I mean? Because you know, we're busy, like right now with like what happened with that one dude, Hoodstocks, when he said, even though he's not an Issacharite, which is a so-called Mexican today, He's his father's a Russian, right, Malakma?
Khan.
His father's a Russian, but of course, our brothers in the world don't see that. You know, he at the end of the day, he is a part of the Mexican street culture,
right?
Gang culture. So when he says something, our brothers, Judites, who are so-called black people today, will take offense to that as if it's coming directly from a Mexican descent when it's not. You understand? I'm not saying that there hasn't been other incidents where so-called Mexicans, and I'm saying so-called because we're Israelites, you understand, have not said offensive things. I'm not saying that because we have.
Right.
And so have so-called black people. Why? Because we are the oppressed. That's why the Most High is saying here, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. We're not desired. We are oppressed. You understand? Of course, we're going to come against each other because we're both trying to eat. We're both starving. We both need money. We're both being oppressed by the system created by the man who put us in this barrel. So of course, out of frustration, out of living in hell, who are we going to fight with? Are we going to go into the suburbs and fight with the oppressor? Are we going to go into the suburbs and fight against the Chinaman?
Right.
No, we're going to fight with the people who are directly next to us.
Okay.
That's who we're going to take our anger out on. But guess who put us in that situation? The oppressor. You understand? So we cannot forget what the oppressor has done to us. This whole ICE thing, we can never forget it. You understand? So-called, or brothers of so-called black people, North American Indians. We cannot forget what Esau has done to us. Now, of course, there is the voice in the earth that wants you to forget about it.
Right.
There's black people out there who say, man, forget about slavery in the past. Slavery doesn't exist. And this is coming from people who you might look up to from intelligent people who are in politics, people who a young black child will look up to and say, damn, he must be right. Or it's coming from some Hispanic Mexican descent saying, put that in the past, move forward, stop being the victim. All that is done to make us forget what the oppressor has done. We need to focus on not forgetting what he did because he's the real enemy. Right. Fighting over little things between us is not solving the problem because we didn't put each other in this situation, man.
Right.
It's a lot to be wrong with it.
And if I could, were you gonna say something like that?
That's a lot. I was gonna say whenever your brothers want me, I got 792 ready to read.
It's like real quick. So does my mic work or does
your mic works,
sir?
Sir. Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you. Okay.
I just read that verse, but if you want to read it, I can read it again. And I also got the one you pulled earlier, the mark in the head in Revelations 8. What is it?
Mark of the beast.
Yeah. Revelations 13 and 16. But whichever one, I'll read it for y'all.
Okay, let's start with. Go ahead, sir.
No, you good. Y'all got it.
If I could, just to touch on what Officer Oscar Ward was saying, because that's heavy. Like, so like I said, well, just to kind of go back what you were saying, like one thing Hispanics need to let go of is that those politics, right? Like we grew up on watching movies like Blood In, Blood Out,
right?
American Me, and we all have that cousin whose father is a devil, and because our aunts, right, or your family,
right,
that's their children, so we look at them as their family, but according to the Bible, they're not one of us. And Hoodstocks, that's what you were saying, so that like Hoodstocks, he's a devil.
Right.
Like according to the streets, he represents Hispanics, because that's politics.
Right.
But according to nationality, he doesn't represent Hispanics at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that we need to let go of. Just because you have a cousin whose dad is a devil and grew up gang banging with you, or grew up living a life of crime with you. What did he say in American Me? That's my crime partner.
Right.
Right. You know,
Right.
the brother in that movie, he came up to me, he's like, hey, you know what it said? How does it go? But you know,
you think of letting them in?
You think about letting them in? And that's the one thing we always want to let the oppressor in. And what we have to do is that we have to separate ourselves from the oppressor. We have to stop living a life of crime. We have to stop politicking because that's the oppressor's lifestyle. We don't politic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we politic, we only have our best interest in mind. And according to this Bible, our best interest in mind is one of your own kind. It is not you and yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I wanted to say, that we have to let go of that mentality of politics and you know, seeing an oppressor who is not our people and view him like he represents us, or like black people, Judites, they need to learn the truth. So you can know how to, like,
right.
You know what? Because if you would know that hood politics, what's his name? Hoodstocks?
Hoodstocks, yeah.
That Hoodstocks is not one of us, you wouldn't even be emotional over what he said. You'd be like, man, you know what? That's a devil trying to cause division.
Right.
You know, I yield with that.
So like, did y'all want me to read the precept or bring the precept?
Revelations.
Or do you want to get into the video first before we get into that?
I'll get to play the video.
Okay, kind. So of course, this is the video right here.
Of what he said that sparked the flame.
Flag on the plate. Spin some, homie. What you mean, African booty scratcher? For Sereno to be able to
so everyone,
say some shit like that and get away with it, that's deep. Every action have a reaction. All I'm saying, if a nigga was to react to that, cause I'll be wrong.
But do you think he's a good-looking dude? A black dude? African American? Booty scratcher?
No comment.
Flag on the plate.
So of course that interview right with oh dang, I didn't even share it. Hold on, it's like all right, there we go. Let's see if I can find a better video, man. This is a brother's reaction to it. Meantime, go ahead. Y'all want to talk more on the matter.
Right, and that's the thing, when he was saying for a Sureño.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he everybody believes that he represents Sureños, which he does because he belongs to that label. He belongs to a Sureño label. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
he's in that world.
He's in that world, right? But what we have to do is we got to come out of that world,
right?
You know, in the book of Revelation, it says, "Come out of her, my people." That means come out of that world. Any world you're in, right? Even living an alternative lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Being a whoremonger.
I got it if you want to read it up.
Nah, so I'm just paraphrasing. So Salaka, you know, like he's in that world, and because you know you have Bloods, Crips. Like if there was a Crip that was to say something, you know, we're not gonna be like, oh boy, he's different from a Blood. No, we're gonna be like, nah, it's all black people.
Right.
You know, I'm speaking about Hispanics that are in that world. You know, Southsiders. They're gonna be like, nah, you know, he said that. You know, it's green light. The same thing. You know, Judites. They're gonna hear someone who's of the world of the Southsiders and be like, you know what, is on site with the Hispanics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing that we have to learn is that we got to come out of that world and we got to stop living in that world so we won't be what's the word I'm looking for? So like so we won't have feelings about that world. In other words,
one reason real quick. One reason is a comment that some brother made to this cat. Hoodstocks.
A Judite?
No, he's an Israelite. He's a Mexican. Oh no, my bad. He says Panama. So he's probably
Central American.
Central American.
Yeah, Central American.
So he tells him in a comment, with love and respect, Mano, I've been following you for a minute. I can tell you're a man of honor. Why not just apologize for an insensitive joke? It's bigger than the internet. There are trolls and racists everywhere. But there are also people who respect and have the utmost love for the people too. Black and brown should really be united on all fronts. That's what he told him, right? And Hoodstocks, Lucky, Sun Tzu.
So, like, sir, do you want to send it to me so I can share it on
to you? I already sent it to you. So his response to this comment was, "There's no such thing as unity."
So you send it where, to Instagram or?
I sent it to your text message.
Text message, okay.
So his response was, "There's no such thing as unity." Mind you, that he is not Mexican. So that's one thing that we all have to, get that clear.
Right.
That this cat is not Mexican. And he knows that. Because he's a Jew. So he understands that the lineage comes from the father's side, not the mother. It was told to him. They even brought a scripture out to him. So he knows that he's a devil. He knows that he's a Russian, Jew, whatever.
Right.
He understands that he's Caucasian. But he's making it seem like he's Mexican on the internet.
Right.
And he's causing racial division on the internet.
He's pushing the
issue. And he's saying there is no such thing as unity. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You Caucasian. You are a devil. But you causing conflict, between black and brown. There's a brother telling you black and brown unity, and you're saying there's no such thing as unity. So to me, what I'm seeing is that he's trying to cause that division amongst black and Hispanic, black and brown.
Right.
And how's he doing it? On the internet. Everybody's on the internet. Everybody watches your podcast. When he said the whole thing of African booty scratcher, that was not an accident.
Right.
And who even says that? I ain't never heard a Mexican even say African booty scratcher.
That's like some
elementary. That's some elementary
somewhere.
Yeah, but he didn't say that's not on accident. He said that on purpose. And to me, he probably knew he was going to get a reaction like that. But so if you Mexican, you try and defend this cat, you need to really think about it. Because this cat right here, he's not Mexican, he's not mestizo. I heard some cat trying to say he's mestizo.
Nice.
He's mestizo, he's mixed, and no, he's a devil.
Right.
You understand? He's a devil, and he's causing division. Right now, the times that we're living in, there can't be no division amongst ourselves, and there can't be no division amongst black and brown.
Right.
You understand? Because there's a lot of us trying to come together.
Right.
There was a lot of beef back then.
Right.
But right now, there's a lot going on where we coming together, and especially the UPK, we're coming together. But there's a lot of organizations. There's a lot of brothers saying, you know what, let's black and brown need to come together. That's like a thing right now.
Right.
And this cat right here is fucking it up because he's saying stupid shit on his podcast.
Right.
Go ahead.
And if I could, sir, I remember General Hyman brought this out about Michael Rappaport. Okay. Michael Rappaport, who is an imposter, right, a Jewish man, and he went on live and he exposed how they're paying him to say, what's the word? To say crazy things, to cause ripples and in the world and division and what have you. And Commander General Hanna also said the same thing, that you will see Black and Hispanics getting paid to go out there and say crazy things. I'm pretty sure he probably gets a check for saying, what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Especially from his people. I'm pretty sure that they're paying him to. They're like, you know what? You're in that world. We're gonna give you some money to say these things.
Right.
And if somebody already told him the truth that he's a devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The devil's an emotional. He's an emotional beast. And he's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's taking those checks to cause division between black and Hispanics, because that's what he is. He's just a businessman, and division between black and Hispanics, again, is profitable for everyone except for black and Hispanics.
Right.
If
I could, sir, I found the clip. Like, if we want to listen to it, just so you know, we could get you know the truth, like what the spirit behind this.
But do you think he's a good-looking dude? A black dude? African American? Booty scratcher?
No comment. I don't really.
Come on. So he had to throw that in there real quick, right? As he's talking. Yeah.
Hold on. What were they talking about?
They were talking about Blueface.
That she smashed him or some shit?
No, like he's asking her if she's attracted, attracted to him.
Hold on, if I could, because
I don't.
Who was it? Was it Yatazar? Somebody Officer Kakamamai in Washington D.C. He just made a post recently how white men are insecure, and this right here just lets you know how he's insecure. And he showed how back in the day the Greeks,
right,
you know, would make statues of themselves and say that they had a smaller rod, they're more smarter and wiser and what have you. And he's hurt because he wants to know if she's interested in.
So like it coming up. Let's play the clip.
What clip?
This one right here. Let's continue.
Go ahead.
I don't really an answer.
I mean, do you swing both ways?
No.
No?
Strictly dickly.
No, not okay. Yeah, wrong question. Do you like black dudes?
No.
No? Why not?
No. Pino Code 13.
Oh! That's why she's on Hoodstocks. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. Like, I would be disappointed. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, what do you think? So there you go. So prove. I wanted to play that because that proves your point, right? Because he's an Edomite by spirit,
right?
And he had to get offended. He had to make sure that she doesn't like so-called black men,
right? So he's the one that said, "I would be disappointed."
Yeah, he said, "I would be disappointed."
Yeah,
he hates black men.
Yeah, and to be worried about another man's ride, like what kind of man worries about another man?
Right. That's real pause, man.
That's that's just lets you know the spirit of the oppressor.
Right.
You know, he's insecure.
Right.
If I could too, when he said when he said African booty scratcher, he's speaking. I feel like when I'm hearing it, he's speaking from a gang standpoint. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that Southsiders say, because Southsiders do beef with so-called black people. You know,
so if I could though, go ahead, Kamala.
No, I was gonna say like I got uncles and cousins that live that are in that world, and growing up, I never heard them refer to blacks as African booty scratcher. Right. I heard them say other derogatory words, but never.
I've heard that term before.
You have?
I heard it somewhere, probably in high school.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard it when in school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But just like clowning. But I'm talking about like essays, like Southsiders. I never heard them refer to black people as African booty scratchers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But in school, kids just, you know what I mean? I don't know about you, Officer Laha, because I'm pretty sure
I had never heard that.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
no, you know what I heard that? Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. That's the only. Yeah, that's exactly where we heard it from, and that's
Okay.
But Salak, I was gonna say real quick, right? Let's not even put it right there to the Sudanio program, to the Southside program, right?
Yeah.
And let's put it where it actually is. He's an Edomite.
Yeah.
He's a devil.
Okay.
And that's where he's really speaking from.
Right.
But because we're how do I say it? Israel has become a carnal people, right? We base everything off looks. Because just because he looks like a Mexican, you think he's a Mexican.
Right.
And you think this message is coming from the Mexican community.
Right.
And then this opens up a whole new, how do I say, can of worms right? And reactions and responses, and instigates a whole beef. You know, and to people watching, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think of this situation. Do you think it's warranted? If you think Lucky is Mexican, and I got, you know, like, if you think the Mexican community should be held accountable for this, let me know if y'all think that that's what should happen. If that's right, hold the Mexican community accountable for what this man said.
There's another thing too, man. You can't be so get fired up over things that are said on the internet.
Right.
Whether it comes from a Mexican, whether it comes from a brown or black, you know, because you know, right now it's all about content. So people go on social media to say something crazy just to get views and likes and get reactions. So when you go, like, if you look up this video and look at the comments, you're gonna see a bunch of people pissed off.
Right.
And then when you go to the other brothers, the one that called him out for the fade, you go in his comments, you're gonna see a bunch of people pissed off.
So
like, come on, you can't just, like I said, don't be so gullible. There you go. Don't be so gullible and so naive. Like, oh, what? He said this? Oh, man, I gotta write this now.
Oh my God,
I gotta be racist now because homeboy said this and other homeboy said this, and now it's on site whenever we see y'all. Like, come on, like y'all, like there's another thing that happened today with Armando Vargas, and the other brother at the boxing. Like, you guys got to put 2 and 2 together. You got it in boxing. You got it right here. Like, it's obvious that someone is trying to stir the pot to make it, you know, black versus brown.
Right.
And you can't be so damn gullible and be like, yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so, like I said, you got cops killing us on the street. You got ICE agents getting Mexicans right now, Central Americans right now.
Right.
And we're going to get fired up over some bullshit that's happening in boxing and Instagram and Facebook.
Podcasts.
Come on. Like, you got, like, I know we're a lot more wiser than that. And you can't let these fools get you fired up over some bullshit that they're saying on their podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe we should do is just shut the internet down, or like you should just shut it down for a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you walk on the street and you see if you Mexican, you see another black man, that's your brother.
Right.
Right.
You know? Or if you're a so-called black man, you see a Mexican, that's your brother. We all go through the same problems, issues with targets in America. You got, like I said, you got cops unaliving us. You got ICE agents putting us inside trucks and cars and taking us inside the ICE detention centers. There's too much going on for us to get, you know, easily triggered, easily triggered rage bait on the internet.
Right.
Like, come on, we gonna fight each other over some shit that they saying, and while we fighting each other, they gonna go right back on that podcast and, you know, talk their shit.
So like,
you gonna shoot each other, get caught up in the mix. At the end of the day, they gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because he can go right back to his podcast and talk his bullshit, and that'll be
make money off of
it. Make money off of it, and you're reacting, and you're out there fighting. Come on.
I found this clip right here. I couldn't find the original clip, right? But I found this one where Marvelous is talking about like how he his first interview with Lucky from Hoodstocks, just to show people, right, to confirm it that he's not Mexican.
I don't think we need to go that far.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go that far into that. He's a devil. That's it.
Right.
He's a devil, and that's not something that's what do you call it, like hidden. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, they're finding out that he's a devil. That's why homeboy made a video today. He's like, "Oh, I just found out that he's not even Mexican."
Oh, do you want to play that one?
Nah, we don't even need to be too deep into this topic.
Okay, no problem.
You know what I'm saying? He's Russian. Let me leave out Russian. He's Caucasian. He's a devil. That's what he is.
Kind of saying, like what you were saying, like we can't let this distract us from our true enemy.
Right.
You know what I mean? The one that's really terrorizing Black and Hispanics. You know, you got Trump sending out the ATF and all those agencies out into the Black, you know, neighborhoods. And he also has ICE agents going into the Hispanic neighborhoods. Like, you know, that's the real terrorist, Donald Trump and his people, because they want to see blood spill. But what blood is that? Black and Hispanics.
Right.
Too, like with the comment that how he responded to that comment,
right?
of him saying there would never be peace, he's speaking from a gang mindset.
Right.
You understand? Because anybody can, I wouldn't say anybody, but there are Sureños who are not Mexican descent.
Right.
He's a clear example. You understand? There's Armenians who are 13, they're Sureños, right? So he's saying it from a gang perspective, like there will never be peace in gangs with blacks and so-called blacks and so-called Hispanics, because that's just what it is. You understand? So that's what he means by it. And that's, I believe it. You're not gonna be able to have peace with Sureños and so-called black people. Why? Because the lifestyle that comes with that that type of living. You understand? You're doing criminal activity. You're not about peace. You understand? That's just not what that culture is. You understand? And like, we need to, like, that there was brothers who responded to this cat, right? I believe it was Gumby. Some other cats, right? That's just the only name that pops in my head.
A bunch of cats.
A bunch of other brothers. Some brother wanted to fight him, catch his fade, right?
Right.
And the thing is, right, we can't. He's not a so-called Mexican, but there has been incidents where we do bump heads a lot, so-called black people and Hispanics. But that doesn't mean that we're not one. That doesn't mean that we're not the same people. That does not mean that we're not family. Just because this black man wants to beat up a paletero man.
Right.
It's terrible. They should get checked for it. You understand? They should get corrected. Same thing with us. When we do something shady to so-called black people, we should be held accountable also. But that does not mean that we are enemies at the core. Because even family members get in fights. Even a family, a father with kids, they're gonna hate each other. They're gonna punch each other in the face. That doesn't mean they're not family though.
Right.
You understand? So that's how we have to look at it. We have to be like this is what Christ said. Christ said, love thy enemies. He wasn't talking about love the white man.
Right.
Because that's how we interpret it. That's how we accept it. Man, I gotta love the white man. I gotta forgive him. I gotta forgive the white man for what he did to me. That's what a brother would tell you. That's what a Hispanic would tell you. We gotta move past that. We gotta move past what he did to us. Right? But when it comes to each other, and we've never done to each other what the white man has done to us.
Right.
Nah, man, I ain't never gonna forget it. You understand? He killed my homie so and so years ago. We ain't never gonna forget that. But we done stop holding the oppressor accountable for the things he did and that he's still doing. You understand? So the point I'm making, we gotta leave the way of life that we learn from this world, gang banging, what we learn from the oppressor, Christianity, all of it causes chaos within us. And we got to come back to the scriptures. We got to love each other. You understand? A Hispanic brother needs to learn how to love a black man. You understand? The Crip stuff got to be done away with. The Sureño stuff got to be done away with. The Norteño shit got to be done. All that gang stuff got to be done away with for us to really come together and serve our king. And so that we can rule the earth. You understand? That's the real answer. You understand? Loving each other. Because that's the one thing that the oppressor does not want. The oppressor does not want us to unite.
Right, sir.
Right.
If I could.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'll say I got a precept right here, right? And I'm going to read this one. This is 1 John 2:15. And it goes, love not the world, right? That's what all that is. The Sureños, the Crips, the Bloods, the Norteño. That's all worldly stuff, man. Neither the things that are in the world, as I just stated, those are the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, right, you love all them worldly things, the love of the Father is not in him. And that's the thing. When you make gang banging your life, when you make that suicide program your life, right, when you make cripping your life, when you make, hood politics your life, the love of the Father is not in you, man. You serve the world. And to all y'all out there, right, in the world, how much betrayal have y'all seen living in that lifestyle, man?
Right.
You understand? How many times one of your homeboys gets locked up and the homeboys from your own neighborhood are trying to get at his girl? Right. How many times y'all talk about y'all kicking it together, talking about how much y'all love one another and it's carnalismo, it's brotherhood, you know, ride for my brothers, whatnot. The minute that brother walks away, y'all talking smack about that brother.
Right.
Y'all plotting on that brother. How many incidents are there within the gangs, that the brother that got unalived in that gang was unalived by a member of his own gang? Because there's no loyalty in this world, right? There's no love in this world. This world is hatred. This world is everything. What the scripture said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. This is a wicked world, man. And I'm sure a lot of y'all out there are tired of it, man. Are tired of all the hell that you go through, man, from going in and out of prison, from living homeless in the streets, from being, suffering withdrawal, from taking drugs, forgetting the past traumas that you went through. Y'all tired of it. Well, here in the ISUPK is how you get that relief, man, and learn to get it, man. You understand?
If I could real quick, I just want to say, like, the Bible already has the solution to the problems that we have. Like, for example, let's say if this podcast guy, Lucky, right? Let's say if he was actually a Mexican. The Bible already has the protocol to handle a situation like this. Our king told us how to handle this situation. He said many offenses will come because we're men. You understand? The truth about the Bible is practical. Of course, we're going to say things and do things that we might offend each other. So guess what? Our king already set a protocol for that. You would go to that brother, you and him alone, pull him to the side and say, hey, I don't like how you did this and this and that.
Right.
And that brother will either hear you out or you would take him to counsel. And if that brother don't want to hear that he's wrong in the council, then you would take him in front of the nation.
Right.
And if he still doesn't want to hear that he's wrong, then he'll be cast out and he won't be a part of this nation.
Right.
Right.
You understand? That's how we should handle things instead of being out in the airways, being out in the world. And now we're being made like, man, these other nations are looking at us like, look at these people, man. Look at these people, these black people, these Hispanic people find each other still worried about the wrong things. You understand?
Right.
We don't see that, but they see it.
Right.
They see what's going on in the internet with us. And guess what? Instead of making ourselves look bad as a nation, when we follow the Bible, we will build honor and integrity as a people. And that's what we should be doing. We should be protecting our nation, protecting our rep, protecting our honor, and keeping this within our own community. And guess what? We should be doing what God said, and that's exposing our real enemy.
Right.
Teaching each other about who the real enemy is.
That's right.
Teaching each other of what we need to do to become strong and not become weak through the devices of the enemy. You understand? That's what we need to do.
Yeah, kind of, sir. I wanted to go back to what you were saying too, and then Malagma, where you were saying that what he said that there were never, in other words, what he said that there was unity, right? Yeah. There would never be unity, and then Malagma was saying that, like, you gotta if you love that world, and the Hispanics and blacks, once again, we got to come out of that world. The reason why we're in prison is because we love to assimilate to our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have assimilated to his culture, and that is the only reason why we are in prison. And we learn those politics in prison where there'll be no unity. Like, I remember having a conversation with my uncle, right? And going back to these two movies, Blood In, Blood Out, and also American Me. Right. When you look at the leader of that prison that represented the Southsiders, right? In other words, right, Malama, the Southsiders, it was always a devil who looked like a Hispanic, but his father was a devil, meaning that he has his father's spirit. And his spirit is about contention, is about division, and what Officer Oscar Ward was saying, and the Bible says that, crafty counsel. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
because Black and Hispanics have followed the oppressor, right? Because he's the first gangster. Al Capone, Luciano, Meyer Lansky, Bugsy Siegel, which were Jewish men, right? Those are the real criminals. And we have assimilated to their lifestyle, their world. And now we have taken their politics, right? And we have separated ourselves from our brothers. But I would say like it, they have separated Black and Hispanics from each other. And what we need to do is come out of that world. When you come out of that mind state of wanting to be a gangster,
right,
you're going to unify with your brother, because that division only exists in that world, because that's the world of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And we need to come out of that world in order to coexist with each other in unity.
Right.
What Officer Oscar Ward was saying is heavy. Christ left a perfect example of how to deal with your brother. You hear him say something that's off the spirit, and you go to him and him alone. Hey, you know what? Well, I don't think what you said was in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And why do I use the spirit? Because we are programmed with the oppressor spirit in 2025 right now. You are getting ready to celebrate Christmas, New Year's, and all these pagan holidays.
Right.
Right now, Black and Hispanics should be keeping the feast of Hanukkah.
Right.
The day of dedication, when the oppressor back in the Grecian times wanted to separate Black and Hispanics, take their culture, just like how Christopher Columbus and Hernán Cortez did with the Hispanics. Strip them from their identity, take their language, make a law. And that's the same thing that we have today in 2025. And we need to learn who we are so we can, once again, so like, what's the word I wanted to use? So we could move how the Lord wants us to move.
Right.
You know what I mean? For lack of better words, I yield.
So like you, I just want to play this clip, right? Because as it coincides with the title, right? It says they profit off the division, right? How media platforms fuel Black versus brown tension. Now, Lucky said made that comment, right? Now look at what Adam 22 did. To further prove the point, or to like show the point.
Charge of policing anti-Black racism by the Mexican community. I feel like that is a service that we. I feel like you've kind of been spearheading that movement, but it feels like there's been a lot of that on this platform, and as a result, right here we have a clip from the Hoodstocks podcast that has ruffled a few feathers. Let's hear it. This is Miss Loca, as well as Lucky from Hoodstocks.
Do you think he's a good-looking dude? Black dude? African American? Booty scratcher?
No comment. I don't really.
Come on.
I don't really
answer. I mean, do you swing both ways?
No.
No?
Strictly dickly.
Black dudes?
No.
No? Why not?
No. Penal Code 13.
On this podcast, obviously, we are kind of in charge of policing anti-Black racism by the Mexican community. I feel like that is a service.
So you heard that of Adam 22's. He said out of his podcast, they're about policing anti-Black racism from the Mexican community.
What? Yeah, that's crazy because his people are racist towards Black people every day.
Right.
But he wants to speak on how Black, so-called Hispanics, Mexicans are racist towards Black people.
Right.
Because he wants to be controversial. He wants to cause division. But he's not going to talk about how they hung that brother in that college after that mass shooting.
Right.
He's not going to bring stuff up like that. That just shows you how the devil works.
Right.
And he lives in LA, sir. He's seen multiple raids from ICE.
Right.
And he's never
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you like that's a good point. What you bringing out, sir?
He never spoke up on anything on ICE. But when he says he's policing.
So like, sir, and then one thing that Commander Jenny Hanna says that you have to look at the hypocrisy of the oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the oppressor is a big time hypocrite. And that's how you know that he wants to destroy something.
I got you. I got the precept right here ready. You know, this is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Right? What he say? He's about policing anti-black racism from the Mexican community.
And the black community will eat that up. Like, man,
they did.
Yeah, exactly.
They ate it up.
They'd be like, man, he's for us. He's on our side. But go ahead.
And this is coming from the man who hates black people.
Right.
Like, you got your oppressor telling you, I'm gonna police these Mexicans for being racist towards you, but I'm not gonna talk about what I do to you every day. That's crazy. That's some real manipulation, mind control.
What are you doing? He's instigating.
Right.
He said, we're gonna police what y'all do so they can make a video and talk about Mexicans did that. It's just instigating. You know. But like, you know, like he's been doing that for the longest. Like he brought up something that happens from up north to you know, to the south of the north. Like he ain't got no business talking about like what happens within our community. He's just an instigator.
Right.
He does. He just
like why haven't so-called black people and Hispanics spoke against Adam 22 for instigating in between black and Hispanic unity.
Right.
We should come against him and destroy his channel, because he the reason why he is great is the same reason why America is great, because of black and Hispanics.
Right.
Entertainment.
So Salak, we got Officer 5000 Madabar right here with us, man. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom, and if I could, sir, like that just proves that Adam 22 and Donald Trump is no different. Like I remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about how Donald Trump was saying how he was going to deny the visas from Hispanics that are overweight, but yet the people that are in his service are overweight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's a damn hypocrite.
So like what other, we got the ICE, and then what was the other stuff?
Oh, the next part of that was the Vargas and Deen confrontation.
What was that about?
Well, I'm gonna play that right now.
How is that controversial? What made you what caught your eye with that, Malakma?
Well, I'll tell you right now. Let's play it.
And let's
no, we could move. I mean, it's basically touching on the same thing.
The same thing, yeah.
Like black and brown.
Yeah, things are going on social media, racist comments between, you know, black and brown.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if this is some CIA stuff right here.
Right.
Because it's lining up. Like you were saying, Malakma it started with the podcasters.
Right.
And now it's leaking into this boxing stuff.
Right.
Because, you know, Commander Jenny Hanna in his lecture, he saying
brought it out.
BBLs is CIA.
Good.
He was saying how the Don Julio, when the Popeyes came out with the Don Julio and the fried chicken, that was CIA.
Damn.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this is part of their little schemes.
You can.
You know?
So we also got this. Oh, go ahead, sir.
If I may, too, the thing with the Adam no jumper thing is, a lot of Negroes get on there and they scared to offend Adam.
Right.
Right. Oh man.
They do it. So like
they scared to offend him.
Right.
To where they won't say nothing and watch stuff go down. They just shut their mouth. He could disrespect them. He can disrespect them, whatever they do and everything. And they so scared of losing the job, losing the check, they won't even say nothing.
Right.
Like they too scared to speak up for our people, so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans, where they sit there and be humiliated over a goddamn check. over a paycheck.
Right.
They won't even say nothing. They get disrespected, just like we saw what the other day. He kicking the brother chair, calling him, "Get your skeleton hands off me," and everything.
Right.
You so scared of your goddamn oppressor that you won't even defend yourself.
Good, nice, sir.
And then you will let him get up there and try to cause a controversy, talk about the Latinos and the so-called Black Americans. It's fine with you. To where you will get into that conversation and then try to cause a beef between us. We can't help it because everybody ignorant.
Right.
But you're not supposed to get up there and defend it.
Right.
Like they'll sit there and listen. They'll let the goddamn devil sit there and play with them and our people and won't say nothing. You'll let them get up there and disrespect both of us and won't say nothing. He'll play it to where, hey, it's y'all against y'all, but we know who behind it. We know who are behind it.
Right.
It's the lack of knowledge, not knowing who you are, first off.
Right.
Not knowing that you brothers, and then he'll get up there and spin it, and you will accept it and swallow it.
I got a precept for you, sir. Come on, sir. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Damn right.
Yeah, come on, sir. You want me to keep going? I could, sir, on the rest of the
book.
Come, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Right. Like you forgot who you are. You don't even know that you the Most High children. You don't even know that you part of the 12 tribes of Israel. But you will let the goddamn devil get up there and play us against each other. And then turn around and make a fool out of all of us. And then you will sit up there laughing, hee, ha, ha. Like It's all good. It's funny. When the same goddamn devil deceiving both of us. He don't give a damn about you. That's why he got up there and played the so-called gangbanging Negro up there, kicking his chair. Don't touch me. Get your skeleton creepy skin off me. He do that to all of our people because he know he want to be your oppressor. He over you. You can't tell him shit.
Right.
You're gonna sit up there. You're gonna go back you're gonna show up the next week to get that check. Because you only got the love for money, which the scriptures say the love of money is evil.
Come on.
And then you're gonna hate your own goddamn people, and then you're gonna say we different. You want to separate your own people. You want to separate this oppressor from us. You don't get mad at him like you get mad at the Latinos.
Right.
You go back right up there and kiss the goddamn so-called YT man ass.
Right.
You got it.
No, so like you.
If I could,
go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to say, like we was talking about it earlier, how instead of brothers saying, you know what, instead of fueling this instigation of this cat says something racist about us, instead of saying, you know what, we're not even going to fuel that. We're not going to fuel that fire for whatever reason, right? To get views, to get more likes on your page. And rather, we are going to keep this black and brown unity tight. Rather than, you know what, let me make a video and try to go viral off this.
Right.
Let me try to get some points off this. You understand? Like when we read the Bible, not in the Christian church, not in the Catholic church, in this truth, in the ISUPK, that's the spirit you have. That's the spirit that gets put in you is integrity. You understand? And if we had that, this devil would not have a podcast. You understand?
Right.
This wouldn't even be happening. we would be pointing out his flaws. Who the hell are you to talk about the things that we got going on? That's our business. You the damn devil, you know?
Right.
Did he not tell this devil when that devil told him, "Get your dirty hands off me"?
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even watch that.
He said, "Get your dirty hands off me, your creepy hands."
He said that too. He said that
to Munchie B.
So to Munchie B?
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's disrespectful. That's the spirit of the devil. He's like, get off of me. He want to say the word. Like that's the spirit of it. Like,
And he worked for him, right?
Munchie B.
What?
Hold on, here it's right here. Look.
But did he work for Adam 22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that he had in his spirit every day that he saw him coming into their workplace.
Then you got the YT boy up there who dated so-called Latino. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it about me right now.
Yeah.
What have I made about me though?
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own.
Like you already.
We're talking about like topics and then you just start babbling. I dare you to watch this podcast back.
You gonna get to it right now.
You won't
Look,
do it.
you gonna get to it.
Me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the f is this? Get your dead hand off of me.
Let's right
out of here.
No, let's do it right now.
You sound like a bitch.
Stop putting your dirty ass.
No. Let's do.
Stop touching me, okay? Hey, personal space. My body, my choice.
I mean, I don't know if I want to play that
He
whole
said he
thing.
sounded like a bitch. So like he said, my body, my choice.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Even the way he was talking, he sounded like a damn female.
Yeah. He say, "Get your dirty hands off of me."
Right. Yeah, he wanted, you know what he really wanted to say, sir.
Like, get your dirty hands off me. Don't touch me, Negro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then turn around and flip it to where they have going against each other.
Right.
That'd be the crazy part. Like your oppressor in your face telling you, "Get your hands off me, don't touch me." And know what this nigga was gonna do? He gonna probably wind up showing up back on the show.
Like Nick Cannon, sir, when he started saying he started saying about, you know, we're the real Jews, and then the oppressor canceled him, and then he went back begging, like Kanye West, like, you know what I mean?
Once we get like,
God, and that's the problem. That's the problem with our people. We'll be so forgiving to your goddamn oppressor to where we can't forgive our own people, so-called Black Native Americans. We can't forgive each other for nothing, but we'll forgive this goddamn oppressor.
Next story.
Sir.
Just to kiss ass for money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, because he's putting he's paying his checks. He's like, man, you know what? I was drunk. I was out of pocket. I went back and I looked at the tape and I was wrong. You won't go back begging.
Right. And then the thing is, we will hate each other so much. You a so-called gangbanger.
Right, sir.
We will hate our own goddamn people to where you are unalive them for something like that. But do you think about that when it comes to the YT man? You come around, you gonna turn around and kiss his ass just to get a paycheck.
God. Okay, say another
you will unalive your own goddamn people if they disrespect you that way.
Another two, what I know is about Adam 22. I remember, y'all ever seen that one cat? I think this cat's name is Judah, right? And he does the boxing. He put on the gloves, y'all box right there in Long Beach. He be like this. He be doing this. Y'all ain't see that? No? Okay. I'll send it to y'all. So anyways, so he tried to get him on his podcast.
Okay.
And homeboy denied it. He said, I don't want to get on your podcast.
Right.
And then he tells him, he told him, oh, you're literally blocking a blessing.
What?
Because it's a blessing for you to get on my show. Wow. And he told me you're being stupid by not getting on my show. And homeboy like went off on him. He's like, you know what? He called him a devil, all of that.
God.
I can't think of this cat's name, but that's the way he look at it.
God.
He look at it like, if you Mexican, you black, and you come on my podcast, man, I'm giving you a blessing. Like, I'm looking out for you.
Right.
So you better take this. You better come on my show because you about to get views, which you probably will. But the way he's saying it, like, it's a blessing. If you don't come on my show, like you're pretty much like you're an idiot. Like I'm gonna find those messages. It's reversed.
That's heavy, sir. Because I was gonna say, like, he's basically telling him, like, nigga, I'm your God. I'm gonna bless you. And then what's that scripture says? A gift destroyed the heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild. That after that he told him it's a blessing for you to come on my show.
Yeah, literally, that's the
like,
word.
He feels like he's
a blessing for you to come on my show, and you know, like I think we all know what he's doing. Like, it's not hard to see that he's just instigating things. Like, you know, and he profits off of our what we do.
Reactions,
our everyday life. You know, that's what he's profiting off of. And,
what you gonna say?
You know, just for views and likes, you know, we'll get on that. You know, a lot of our people get on that show. But like I said, we ain't gonna stay too much on this cat right here, man.
Nah, this is the next one, sir. Real
I
quick.
was just gonna say, this ain't no different than Rodney King got beat down, and he said, "Can we all get along?"
That's crazy.
So like, yeah, this is the next clip, real quick, and then we'll move to the next topic, sir.
Hey, mama, stay out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a fair warning. Deen, stay out of this. Stay out of this. Go make a quesadilla, you fat bitch. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Go make me a quesadilla. Go make me a fucking quesadilla. Shut up. Hey, mama.
Shows what she said, or
well, you can hear in the background. There's another one. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say like something that's more clear. I want to see what she said. I seen that clip.
I mean, shit. Let me see if I can find a better clip.
He said that tortilla fluently. You know he be eating them tortillas like quesadilla. You know he be eating quesadillas. Like, we gotta stop looking at this and proliferating this as if.
Well, you know what?
Like, come on, man.
Let me play this next clip real quick, right? Because this ties in with the title of the show, right? So I want to play that because I don't have another clip of him to sing it more clear. But of course, that was Vargas and Deen, right? And Deen said make those comments. And look at another heathen trying to capitalize off this. Let me share this one, sir.
What's happening? I'm out here in Dubai. Yo, I extended my stay to support the Vargas family, the Vargas dynasty. Look it. I had another event, but you know what? I stayed for the homies right here because they're from the soil. If you know Fernando Vargas, he's a legend in our community from our soil. So I had to show the homie love from the 805. And his kids right now, they're doing it. That's a beautiful thing.
Hold on, so I'm gonna stop there. Did he just say he's a legend for our community? Is that what he's just said?
From the 805.
First of all, y'all know who's talking, right?
No,
Mr. Capone. He's saying Vargas is a legend for our community. What community are you talking about, man? You're not Mexican. You're Pakistani.
He was just in Pakistan.
You was just in Pakistan.
All right.
No, wait. He's right. He's right. He's a legend for his community. You know why? Because the Arabs capitalize on boxing matches,
it's
man.
It's profitable for them.
It's profitable off them, man.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
Family that they're all boxing and trying to.
Deen, he's a Judite, right?
No, but I'm saying, is he a Muslim though?
Religion wise, I don't know.
Because he mentioned something like that. He was like, "We're in Saudi Arabia," meaning that you have to submit. You know what I'm saying? Like saying that she's out of order for talking to a man or something like that. I remember I heard that when if you play the clip a little bit longer, he was like, "We're in Saudi." He told her to make some quesadillas, and then he says, "We're in Saudi Arabia."
It's like, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Go make me a quesadilla. Go make me a fucking quesadilla. Shut up. Fuck you. Hey, mama, stay out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a fair.
So that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, there was a longer clip where he says that.
So they're saying that this is racist. Is that like what's going on with this? Like, how is this? Because
I think the part where he said
color quesadilla and then
make a quesadilla.
But what are people saying in the comments and the reaction?
Let's see the comments.
That happened today. So
Fair warning.
Like I said, man,
they block the comments. They hit the comments. Is what this page, their neighborhood music.
So these are two boxers.
Yeah.
It's a boxing match that happened today, right under the Jake Paul fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to hype up the fight.
And he dropped him too, huh?
They're trying to hype up the black and brown.
He knocked him out.
But they're using so they're using that though. You understand?
Yeah.
It's like it's like I'm lying. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that we're entertaining this, but the reason why I'm showing these clips, right, and showing this is to go with the truth that who's profiting off this.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's wrong to bring it on the show.
Right.
I'm saying like, people in the world.
Right.
We need to stop seeing things like this, and then we forget about who the real enemy is.
And that's the point. Yeah, right. Because people see this, right? People see this online, so-called blacks and Hispanics, and immediately lash out on one another. Meanwhile, you're not seeing the true culprit behind it.
Right.
You're not seeing Adam 22 capitalizing off this. You're not seeing Lucky from Hoodstocks capitalizing off this. You're not seeing Mr. Capone capitalizing from this, man. We'll go out there and fight one another. We'll go unalive one another. Meanwhile, they get rich off this. This oppressor gets rich off of our demise, for lack of a better term. You understand?
I think if we just looked at it as entertainment, we'll be all right. You can't be on there again like, what, he said this?
Right.
What? But it's just it's on fucking Netflix.
Right.
God damn, it's on Netflix. This is all entertainment, scripted. They're telling them to say that.
No
just
different
to
than
get the fight.
WWE.
Fired up. That's WWE.
Right.
That's all it is. Man, it's like I was watching WWE last week. I was watching last week. I was watching little clips. No, I'm talking about yesterday though.
Oh, okay.
Because we watched it last week, and then I started digging through it. You know how much racist things that are on WWE, Booker T, Vince McMahon, all of that. There was no hype over everything that they were saying, But for some reason now we're getting we're seeing the Vargas fight.
Right.
We're seeing the Vargas and what he's saying. What's the cat's name? Deen?
Deen.
What he's saying. And now we're getting fired up. I go on my social media, I've done seen 5 different pages on this.
Right. It's every other post is about it.
And if I could, sir, too, like Malak was saying, you don't see who profit like Bob Arum and all these devils who are promoters, right? They always profit off of black and Hispanics coming against each other. They always set up fights where a Hispanic fights a black or a Hispanic fights a Puerto Rican, because that's where the money is. It's all right. It's profitable for black and Hispanics to go against each other, and it's all entertainment. But once again, it's profitable for everyone except for black and Hispanics.
Right. There's a thing where they say that if you want to sell a fight in boxing, either you're gonna put black and brown,
right,
or Puerto Rico and Mexico.
Yeah.
When you put those Puerto Ricans against the Mexicans,
right,
those fights sell.
Yeah.
Like with Cotto, Canelo, what's it, the tall, skinny Puerto
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Trinidad. Macho Camacho
versus Camacho.
Yeah,
those fights sell. When we fight each other, those fights sell.
Right. Nobody wants to see a devil fight.
Imagine that. I mean,
and what you're saying though, it's the same thing in this context. Like black versus brown, we're we're gonna go crazy over that. But we can't be so gullible and naive into buying into this.
Yeah, sir. We can't let this entertainment distract us from our true enemy, the terrorists.
And we about to show you some real stuff right now. We could go into what's really going on outside of the entertainment and things that you're seeing on TV and Instagram, Facebook, social media. We're gonna show you like a real issue, a real problem.
So like, so before we get there, I just want to share this precept, and then we'll get in it. Just right, so people understand that how this works, right? This is Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up high, above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low, right? Mr. Capone, Adam 22, Lucky are all strangers that get above us very high. All them, what the managers, what
The
they call
promoters,
it?
the boxing promoters, the new, I forgot, you know,
just the
Arab,
they're heathens,
yeah,
right?
the heathens.
That capitalize off. What was that fight we were watching with the Arab sheik from Saudi Arabia? He was right there in his traditional.
Yeah.
And how much money did he stack up from that fight? You know, like they're getting up high. Meanwhile, we shall come down very low. We're nearly beating each other to death for their entertainment.
Real quick too. Now you touched on that. Terrence Crawford, they were trying to get him to fight Canelo, right? And that Arab that you're talking about offered him $50 million.
Right.
He said to give me 100. They said no. He's not retiring. But you know what? They have that 100 million.
Yeah, he do. It's nothing to him.
Yeah.
Right.
100 million. You know, it's like $100 to him.
They probably
you know,
ain't no damn because they got it.
Yeah,
they're like hell no. I wonder why. You know, like maybe they're looking at him like, who do you think he is? Like, you the performer,
right?
Like, you're not gonna talk to me like that,
right?
Probably, you know.
Like, come entertain me is the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, right? As you just said, the 50 million, the 100 million that he's offering for the fight. Right. You can't offer that to these oppressors to do that for themselves, but they can do that to you.
Right.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And right, he offers you that money, and you'll follow him, but you can never offer him that money, and he follows you, right? And that's what happens when we don't come back to serve our God. When we don't come and learn our true identity, when we want to live in this world and we want to be, you know, Hispanic, we want to be Latino, we want to be Black, Native American, but we don't want to come back to who we truly are and love each other. We'll be quick to fall for everything they throw at us, all the propaganda, and hate each other instead of love. The Bible says forgive your brother, right? The Bible says if you got an issue with your brother, go to him and him alone instead of making a reaction video, you know, online to what somebody said. Go to him and him alone and tell him his fault, man. Work that out instead of going online and making a reaction for views, right? Because they capitalize off you doing that. You don't capitalize. You make a few bucks here and there, but who's the one really getting rich out of that? They are, man. Right? So come back, Raza. Come back, Black man and woman, brown man and woman, to the truth, man, to your true identity, man, and learn to love that Mexican man and woman as yourself. Mexican man, Raza, come back to here, learn the truth, and learn that the Black man and woman is your brother and sister, man.
Right.
Come back and love them and forgive them if you're that offended. Right. 70 times 7. Y'all got no problem forgiving America. Y'all got no problem forgiving the white man. Forgive that Black man and woman. Forgive that Mexican man and woman. But so
right.
No, damn right.
Damn right.
That's real quick. You know that scripture does not apply to Lucky because he's not a brother.
Right.
You know, he's a devil.
Right.
That's the only thing we gotta like wake up to is that he's not Raza.
Right.
Mr. Capone is not Raza.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these people that are making money of us are not our people.
Right.
You know, and what the main problem that we have is that how so quick we are to defend him.
Right.
You know, and that's a problem that we have. You know, they think, because he has a bald head. He's from Highland Park.
So
you know some Spanish. You know, like we gotta defend him. No, like he's not our people. That's like you know what I mean. The brother that called him out.
Right.
What's his name?
Snapper.
No.
The rapper.
The brother, the Judite brother. That's the brother right there.
Right.
He's an Israelite. He's one of our people.
Right.
Lucky is not our people.
Right.
He's a Caucasian man. His father is a devil. He's not our people. So when you talk about forgive, take the he or the alone, that don't apply to him.
Right.
What we got to do with a cat like that is what we call boycott or don't support him.
Right.
Don't watch his show. Don't fund his show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't give him money. Don't give him views. Don't give him likes. Don't, you know what I mean? Just delete him completely. And that's what we do with someone like that. Don't go. He got a little gathering or his clothing drives, whatever. Don't go to those either. You know,
right?
Just cut him off completely.
Right.
You know.
If I could, sorry, and that's why this truth is so important, because the Lord is all about segregation.
Right.
He's all about separating people to their own groups, to their own people, their own nation. And we are God's chosen people. You understand?
Damn right.
You can't come in here and be an Israelite.
Right.
You can't be from Pakistan and come in here and be an Israelite. You can't be Russian and come in here and be an Israelite. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
So there's no way in hell what's happening with with this cat right here, with the podcaster. You understand? How people hear what he says and they think, oh, because he's from this life, guess what? He's a Mexican. No, that's where we have to come back to our identity. You understand? Because we're gonna know, okay, you understand? Only our people can be in this. And I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say, I'll slip my mind. Go ahead,
No, so I say that's the proof we're the salt of the earth, sir. You know what I mean? That's the proof that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the salt of the earth. That they're the children of Israel. Go. Now you good, sir. You got it.
And I was gonna say, when we come back to our identity and we stand together as Black and brown men and Native American Indian men, we're gonna tell people like Lucky to watch his mouth.
Right.
You understand? Because we're gonna tell him, you need to watch your mouth about what you're saying about my brother.
Right.
You understand? Because we're gonna know a Mexican, so-called Latinos gonna know a black man is his brother. That were from the 12 tribes of Israel, God's people.
Right.
We're gonna know that we got a king who died for me. I got a king who gave his life for my brother, and there's no way in hell you're gonna get away with saying what you said. You understand?
Right.
We're not gonna watch your show. You know, like that's like in the righteous world, Issachar brother will be on there like, hey, bro, you need to watch your mouth.
Right.
Don't talk about my brother like that.
Right.
But we can't do that because Lucky is a part of an organization that is majority Hispanics and Latinos.
That's so crazy, man. Like
we're separated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I could, sir, let me say this, man. Here's the other side to that, right? And you know what, man? People probably gonna get offended when I say this, but hey, it's just the truth, man. It's a damn shame that his mom had the self-hatred to go get with a Russian man and have his children. That's the damn shame. You understand? How the hell, like what, like this is the proof that you know, y'all think, you know, y'all can go date outside your people and it's love is love and love knows no color line. No. This is another example of how that is hatred to your people, man. Why didn't you get with a Mexican man to his mom, right? Or better yet, right? If you didn't want to deal with Mexican, there's 12 tribes of other men. Man, you could have got yourself with a Judite brother if you didn't want to get with a Mexican man. But no, you went for the Russian. You went for the Edomite, right? Why? Because when you look at these oppressors, you see success. You believe into the lie that, you know, that what the Disney movies show, man, where the princess finds her prince and lives happily ever after. Y'all think you can get with oppressors and you're gonna live happily ever after.
Right.
You think you can get with that white woman and think you're gonna be good and you find yourself something good. Meanwhile, you're suffering. Meanwhile, you're getting hated on, man.
Right.
You know?
That's why it's called self-hatred.
Concert, absolutely.
Self-hatred. The same thing with what the other one, Lefty Gunplay.
Right, exactly, sir. You understand? She didn't have
He tried to portray himself as one of our people, but he not us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's self-hatred that our people have. Like they hate themselves so much, you feel like you got to go get with an oppressor to be accepted.
Right.
When you could just be with your own goddamn people and be who you are.
Right. Concert. And that's the point, right? Because people will get offended and say, "Oh, well, you're being racist." I'm not being racist, man. I'm showing love to my people, man. We don't. What is it? We're not against quote unquote interracial dating because we necessarily hate the other races. We're against it because we love our people, man. Because
God is against it.
Yeah, God is against it. But let's say for the people that don't believe in God and believe in all that, right, Kamada? There's for y'all out there that are looking for somebody. For you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men and women, there's someone of your opposite gender who needs that love genuinely, man. For you women, there's a brown man or a black man that needs your love because this society has so much hatred towards him. And the same thing for the brothers, man. There's a black or brown woman that needs your love, man, because this society has so much hatred for her, man, that pushes that. So much hatred is pushed towards us out here in this place, man. We need to love each other, man. And that's how we show we stick with our own and marry within our own. While this place teaches us to hate them. Salah.
Con, this is why the truth is important and needed.
Damn right.
It shows you how to love our own people. Right. We should give this love to our own people. We shouldn't be intermixing with these goddamn other heathen nations and everything. We got 12 tribes. That's all you need. That's how you build a society. That's how you build this relationship and bond with your own goddamn people.
Right.
Not you go and sell yourself out to go be with a goddamn oppressor or a heathen nation. We're not gonna reproduce if you let the goddamn heathen nation take over you.
Right.
We need to reproduce between each other.
Right.
Our brothers and sisters from the 12 tribes of Israel.
Damn right, sir.
So if I could too, like one thing that Officer Squirrel was saying that was heavy, like we have to follow Christ.
Right.
And Christ said that there's two laws, right? If you could help me paraphrase this, how does it say? Like the first one is that you fear the Lord and love him with all your heart and your soul. And it says the second one, love your brother as yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that Black and Hispanics lack.
Right.
We lack love for one another because once again, we have assimilated to the oppressor's world. And the oppressor only loves himself. The scripture says that even if he's not satisfied with what he has. And another right, the scripture also says that there's no greater love than to lay your life down for your brother. And one thing Officer Oscar Ward was saying that once we learn the truth, we're gonna go and hold them accountable,
right,
for the division and having us come against the contention and having us come against one another. Like, hey man, like why are you saying that about my brother? You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that we Black and Hispanics need to do. We need to go and confront them about why are they pushing division amongst Black and Hispanics.
Right.
But you're not going to do that if you don't believe in Christ. And I'm not talking about the Christ that you have in your mind, right? White supremacy. I'm talking about the Christ of the Bible, a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Christ that said that there's no greater love than to lay your life down for your brother, man.
Right.
And today we have to go out there. We have to go out there, and that's what we do in the UPK. We go out there every weekend. We teach classes because there's no greater love for our people. Not you with that.
No, that's 100% facts, dog. And like we all saying so heavy, man. 'Cause like we talk about love, right? Like we say this all the time. Like when it comes to love, like our people will give that love to everybody else but ourselves.
Right.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like how y'all was talking about the gang banging and the Southerners, Northerners, Crips, Bloods, whatever, all of that.
Sir.
Like they will not forgive each other.
Right.
But when an oppressor does something to us, it's like automatically we'll forgive.
That's in the past.
You know, we'll forgive them for things that they do. You know, but for us though, it's like on site,
right?
Hatred. Like I ain't never forgiving that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta think about it too. Like, I'm not big on gangs. Like, you know, I'm not in that world.
Right.
But for what I'm understanding, this has been around since the 60s, maybe 70s.
I heard it was like from the 30s, 40s.
Let's stick to the 60s and 70s. Right? It could be 30s and 40s. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? But that's been going on since the 60s, 70s, 30s, 40s, up until 2025.
Right.
Like, they don't believe in forgiveness. They don't believe in, you know, forgiving that neighbor. You know, it's a grudge that they hold. But with us, though, if oppressor comes into our community, lights up everybody, you know, we will forgive them.
Right.
We'll forgive the Asians and we'll forgive the Africans and the whites. But when it comes to me and you, oh man, like, you know, it's
gotta go catch a body
you know,
tonight.
Fuck you know, it's on site.
Right.
And then not only that, like your kids will end up having that same grudge against the other cat's kids. It's an ongoing thing, generation to generation. You know, so and that comes from church. That comes from church because the church teaches you to love everybody except for yourself. You know, and that's what's so beautiful about the UPK, man. Because in here, like we actually, you know, like we all come from different cities, different neighborhoods,
different worlds,
you know, different worlds, and we all come together, you know, loving each other. And you know, if things happen, you know, we like what the brother was saying, we take it to counsel, we get it figured out,
brotherhood's a weapon,
and then get move on from that.
Hey, sir, that's heavy. What you saying? Like you got like what happened to the brothers to the brother who got unalived in the college after the mass shooting, right? They automatically assumed that it was a so-called black man who did the mass shooting, and they were like, white man fight back, white man fight back. And then they went to the college and hung a brother at the college when it was a European on European crime. You understand? And I'm saying that because what you were saying, what were you saying? Hold on. What was your point?
I'm saying that like this is something that's been happening.
Okay, I got it. All right. So brothers think like when we say something, like you saying automatically, it's all Hispanics gonna get it. All these Hispanics, you understand, or not all of them, but you know, they racist, you know,
right?
And then they start generalizing. This is why they need to get deported by ICE. Good. That's why it's good that ICE is here. All because of what one so-called Hispanic said. But then you got a white man who does this to a so-called black man, but you don't get the same reaction like you saying.
Right.
You don't get the same reaction where, man, you know what? These Europeans is evil. We're not gonna mess with them.
Right.
And it makes me think about Mike Epps when he was saying black men in the entertainment world or like in the rap world, you know, you can only get so high, but you will never get above the oppressor.
Right.
Like you can only get so much to where you can look down on your own and you can floss on your own, but you would never be able to do that and look down on the oppressor and floss on him. And I feel it's like the same thing. Like we can do it to each other. Like we do something to each other. Oh, we ops now all the way. But we can't do it to the oppressor because we know the oppressor's above us.
Right.
So it's like you're gonna have black people who are gonna come against this black man. Like, nah, you tripping, bro. White people ain't all bad, you know, because there's gonna be some tension. But if you go against a Hispanic, a lot more black people, or vice versa, a lot more Hispanics are gonna back up that Hispanic and say, nah, yeah, you right, yeah. But when it comes to the white man, nah, you tripping, man. Doing too much, you know?
Right.
And that's that. It's like, you get what I'm trying to say?
What I was gonna say is the stupid Negroes and stupid Latinos, they should stop talking about, oh, we all come from different cultures. No, we part of the same culture.
Right.
12 tribes of Israel. We part of the same culture. It's the 12 tribes of Israel. We brothers and sisters. We all do everything the same. If you so-called Black, Latino, Native American, everything we do is the same. So how you gonna say we come from different cultures and we speaking against each other and we can't go against each other because we brothers and sisters. But you got those stupid Negroes and stupid Latinos who all say, "Oh, it's a different culture. We did this different." We come from the same father, Jacob.
Right.
That's it.
But so like you.
Go ahead. You got it.
No, so like, sir. Now go ahead. I don't want to do anything like. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
Okay, no sweat.
Get to the next story.
Yeah, this is the next part. Just want to, we definitely need to talk about this, right? Because this is the other part to this, to the situation. We're so focused, and Officer Lahab, I believe you brought that out, right? Like
that's just in the truth, right?
Yeah. We're so focused on what's going on the internet with Black versus Brown. We don't see the other side, the other threat, right? While all this is happening, right? While this is going on with you worried about, what someone's said, right? This is what's happening out there in the streets to our people, man, to our community. You understand? This happened the other day. ICE is right now, like as y'all like busy fighting each other online. ICE is targeting both communities, man. ICE is targeting the Black community and the Latino community.
Right.
We brought that out in previous episodes where they target Black men. They were targeting a brother, man. They didn't care about his legal status. They didn't care that he was born here in America. They still took him.
They're doing that because of the Haitians. Right, because they want to get the Haitians out of here too. And what's that president, the new president that from Chile? There's a new president in Chile that just recently said that he's gonna deport Haitians from Chile.
Good night, man.
You haven't heard that, Malama?
Nah, I haven't heard that, but Salakia.
So they all get bought.
That's crazy, man.
And that president from Chile, I believe he's Arab, so or he could be a Jewish man. So like, I gotta look it up.
No sweat. But so like, let me play this real quick.
It's beastly, it's crazy.
Less than 36 hours ago, this chaotic scene unfolding in Minneapolis. A woman accused of trying to vandalize a government vehicle, then dragged from that scene. This happened near Carmel Mall.
Tonight, ICE is pushing back, saying the protesters were out of control and threw rocks at them. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni spoke with a witness, and Mike, she told you that ICE is not telling, in her view, the whole story.
And Randy and Kelsey, ICE is basically saying the same thing about the people calling them out, saying protesters attacked agents. As ICE agents dragged this pregnant woman across the street, Tanika Dorch watched and recorded.
They chased her down to the corner and they took her and they were really forceful and brutal with her.
She's pregnant. She's pregnant. You don't see her stomach?
Dorch and others shouted at agents to stop, but they didn't.
They had busted the window open and snatched people out of the cars.
They're attacking people. They're attacking people.
Look at that. You see that?
Monday afternoon at the corner of 29th Street and Pillsbury Avenue. ICE says it went after a car as part of an operation when rioters started throwing chunks of ice at them and shouted death threats. That's when they say the woman you see on the ground here tried to vandalize an ICE squad car.
It was a really crazy moment.
But Dorch says she saw the whole thing and insists that's not how it happened.
That's a lie. She didn't rush. She didn't try to vandalize any of their vehicles.
And ICE says it stopped trying to arrest the woman for their own safety, but they arrested 2 others who they say assaulted agents, and some of those agents even required.
So, right, ICE is out there terrorizing our communities, man.
And like his name, and he's a German. His name is Jose Antonio Cast.
Imagine that.
And he's the new Chilean president. and he said that he's going to what did I read? It's like here that he's going to deport.
But he dragged the sister up from the feet, right?
Dragged her on the ground, man, and lied and said that she was vandalizing the car. And as the sister right here brought out, that's not true. That's not what happened. You know.
So like,
if I say how many months it was? How many months?
No, it doesn't say.
She's pregnant.
But she's pregnant, you know, and that shows how evil this oppressor is, right? Let me read this precept real quick. Owiana, you know.
Should regard it should regard the elder.
Khan, sir.
While you grabbing them, like, if I could, because isn't Trump's forefathers German as well?
Khan.
Right. So if I could read this, it says Chile's new right-wing president-elect, Jose Antonio Cast, and this is the same spirit of the devil. Right. The scripture describes him as fierce countenance, right? And it says one on promises of a tough stance on migration, including mass deportations of undocumented immigrants, which would likely affect Haitians and other groups, though through large-scale deportations, right? And that's the thing, that the oppressor, no matter where he is in the world, he's about hurting people. That's what he's about. Go ahead, Malama.
No,
so
okay,
like,
So of course, sir, to bring out that situation, right? This is what Deuteronomy 28:49 says. It says, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." Now, when you look at the history of who these oppressors are, right? Where'd they come from? They came from far. Donald Trump came from where, Kamada? From far. That president you just mentioned, where'd he come from? From far. From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flight. What's the symbol of the European nations? Many of them have a symbol of the eagle. How they move swift, right? Quickly came in and, you know, try to, you know, destroy and oppress us, right? A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And our ancestors did not understand, you know, English, Portuguese, German, French, any of that. And these oppressors came in and stole the land, erased our culture, our identity, man. And did so many horrible things to us, right? And as you see in this video, right, this poor sister, look at this in the next verse. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, no sure favor to the young. They didn't care that she was pregnant. They didn't care about that child in her,
snow.
right? In the snow, carnal. The fierce countenance. You Christians out there listening right now, you gonna tell me the Bible isn't talking about us? Right. You telling me that so-called Latinos, so-called black people are not Israelites?
And if I could, Malama, right? Because look, once again, looking into what we keeping right now for 8 days, right? The Feast of Dedication. When you read about the Feast of Dedication, you read about these German generals, and they did the same thing. It expresses. Do you remember the name of the general? Remember, Tabawan was teaching on it, and then
Greek generals.
I said Greek.
German.
Oh, so like Greek generals. That's what I meant to say. These Greek generals, and it describes them with fierce countenance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That this prophecy is being fulfilled today in 2025. And
right here in the video.
Khan, that's what I'm saying, in 2025, right? Because it happened in any so like a captivity, we was under the oppressor with the Grecians, Christopher Columbus, Hernan Cortez, and it's happening today in America, and it's also going to happen in Chile. Right. It's going to happen because this is a man of fierce countenance.
Right.
Salakia, if I may. If you look at right now, you can look it up in Louisiana. They got the ICE agents out here. They already arrested 350 people out here in my city where we at. They said their goal is to arrest 5,000 people. They said that's their goal, to arrest 5,000 people in New Orleans.
It's like I said, that's what it says. They move. They're as swift as the eagle. They're trying to move quick on those numbers, trying to make it happen. That's the spirit of the devil.
Right. Like I said, the street I live on right now is full of Latinos. They scared to even come outside because it's ICE shit. Things that's going on with ICE. They don't even want to come outside right now.
Out here in LA,
month, 2.5 months, they haven't even been outside like they used to be.
Concert out here in LA. I remember when it first started cracking down, right? And then brothers and sisters that had doctor's appointment didn't even want to go to the doctor's appointment. They'd rather suffer their ailments before they go out and get caught by ICE. Right. They stopped going to work so much that one of my slaveries, this devil, she's like, oh, my maid doesn't want to, and I told her I'll send her an Uber. I told her I'll go pick her up, and she's afraid to come out.
Even the kids scared to go to school. Like their parents and even the teachers telling them to stay home.
So like I said, recently it was a video that I seen where it was a teacher, and she's a substitute, a devil. And she told the student that she was going to call ICE on them. This was like 3 days ago. You know, they're terrorizing the children at school.
Right. Even that's why I say they even telling the kids not to go to school. Like the Latinos on my block, they don't even be outside like they used to be every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? And like they are arrested 350 people out here by that ICE bullshit. And a lot of them, they not even criminals. They just going to work.
Sir.
They got like minor charges against them.
If I could, sir, most of them are citizens.
Right.
Almost everybody.
They won't even let them go to work and do their job. Like if y'all look up out here, you're gonna see where they was on the job sites climbing up the ladders to get our Latinos and brothers from doing their job, on their job. They climbing up the ladders just to get them on their job.
And they have to get those brothers because we are not criminals. The majority of us are not criminals, so they have to go after those who are not to fulfill that quota.
Like they just out here terrorizing our people because that's what the so-called white men do. Terrorize our people.
Well, I'm thinking Officer Oscar Ward. I wonder where we got that shoot first, ask questions later. That's what it sounds like. Like you go out and pick them up to meet a quota, and then you just worried about if they're citizens or not later.
Because it has nothing to do with the question, with the asking. That's just to cover up the true intention.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like shoot first, ask questions later.
I mean, like
that shit been forever. That shoot first, ask questions later. That shit been forever.
So, but I'm saying I wonder where we got that from. That's like the oppressor.
And then real quick too, like imagine you dragging a pregnant woman on her stomach though.
Yeah,
like,
that's
come on. There's got to be like some type of protocol on how to deal with a pregnant woman. I think if you hit a pregnant woman in her stomach, that's damn like attempted murder.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
you know
it is.
You hit a child, so
it should be. But when it comes to the oppressor, they don't give a damn about that.
Right.
You know why? Because they got their justice system to protect them. Or they gonna make up some kind of lie to protect them.
It says that they hold themselves not guilty.
Right.
Yeah.
And hold themselves not guilty. So like
I said, you know, my whole community is the whole street I live on is Latinos. And they be scared to come outside because they know what's going on with the ICE shit going out here. They won't even come outside.
And that's on purpose.
The so-called white man got them terrified to come outside, and they ain't doing nothing wrong. They just trying to work and do their job, get paid, provide for their family.
And this is the thing too, sir. It's on purpose that it's so difficult to get papers. It doesn't have to be difficult. They make it difficult because they don't want us to get papers. Because the whole plan is to bring us over here, use us for labor, give us false promises to make us labor, and then when they don't need us, guess what? Y'all
get rid of you.
Y'all illegal.
The thing is, y'all shouldn't even need. Our people shouldn't even need papers to be here. They should be the ones that need the goddamn papers. They the who got their immigrants.
And so, like I said, like the devil is so crafty, right? Because they were telling Hispanics, if you self-deport yourself, you know, you could come back, you know, the legal way. But you know what they started doing? Once they started self-deporting, they started getting them at the border and then turning them in, right?
Imagine that.
That's what they started to do. I don't know if you can find. I mean, it might be too late to find that. But they started to do that where the Hispanics that were self-deporting, they were capturing them at the border right before they you know, went into Mexico, what have you, and then they started charging them for being in America illegal.
Imagine
it'll make it hard for them to come back to America.
Right.
The legal way.
We have the ICE out here and the Border Patrol. They call it the Border Patrol and ICE hooked up out here.
Come on, sir. It's just all crafty counsel by the oppressor. But they say the words are smoother than butter. They'll say one thing, you know, you self-deport, you can come back into America the legal way. And then they go and what does it say? But war was in their heart.
Right.
But the thing is, they are the real illegal immigrants.
Right.
They ain't doing that to their own goddamn people. Y'all should be kicking each other out.
There's millions
of where y'all from.
Europeans here that are illegal. You can look that up.
Kick y'all own goddamn people out. Y'all ain't from here.
God.
And if
ourselves, everything will be good. If you leave the so-called United States to so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we're gonna run everything properly. Kick y'all goddamn self out of here.
Right.
Because y'all the wicked. Y'all want to destroy everything.
Come on. And I just want to say, so there's I think it's pretty well known. It's called the Bracero program. It's when around World War II, the U.S. brought us to the U.S. to work agriculture, to work the railroads, right? To pick cotton, to pick grapes. Right. And they thrived. America is what it is because of that. You understand?
Profit.
And they gave us false promises, right? We're gonna pay y'all, right? Blah blah blah. We're gonna give y'all housing while y'all over here, treat y'all right. Whole time we're over here slaving, getting paid nothing, and what we did get paid, if anything, was stolen from us. And all that work that we did, guess what? It made America rich. You understand? But guess what? They're not gonna honor that because really they're the immigrants, right? We was here, but guess what? Even if they were just, they would say, you know what? They deserve to be here because our agriculture thrives, our economics thrives because of what they did, and that just shows he's the damn devil because he's not going to honor that. That just shows it should show you, Hispanic and Latino man, that this place is not here to serve you. It never will be here to serve you and to profit you. You understand? You got to turn to the Most High so that He can destroy this devil. He can destroy this system, this government, this empire, because you will always be a slave in this empire.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you vote. It doesn't matter if you wave the flag. It don't matter if you marry a white woman. You're gonna be a slave. Right. And the only way to get yourself out of that slave position is to serve the Most High, come back to Christ, because in the Bible, guess what? White people are going in chains.
That's right.
They're going to be in the dirt. They're going to be picking carrots and picking onions and goddamn raising my sheep. And guess what? You're not going to be doing that.
And on top of what you're saying, they shouldn't have to say they bought y'all here because y'all was here already.
Right.
They the ones who came here. They shouldn't never have to say we bought the Latinos up. Our people was already here. Don't say y'all bought us here to do something. We was already here. Y'all came here to steal from us. Y'all invaded the goddamn lands to steal from us and try to rule over us. But in the end, you're going to be pissed off when y'all the slaves, when y'all serving us. That's the reason why y'all bow down to us and kiss our boots and everything now, because you know you people wrong.
And that's why they try to
say I bought y'all here when we was already here. You ain't bought us no goddamn well. You bought us diseases. You bought us plagues. You bought us lies. You bought us Christianity. That's what you bought us.
And that's why they want to build these damn robots, because they tired and sick of seeing us, because they know they owe us. And they know it's like a love and hate relationship. Even to this day, they need us to live.
Right.
Without us, they're not going to live. Why did they bring us over here? Because they don't want to, even to this day, they don't want to do the jobs that pay low. They don't want to do the construction jobs. And I'm not talking about union jobs where you get paid $60 an hour. I'm talking about the jobs where you get paid, where you don't have a union.
Per day.
You work a construction job, you get paid $100 a day.
God.
Why are we doing those jobs? Because white people don't want to do those jobs.
Right.
You understand? That's why we're doing those jobs. And we're not stealing nobody's jobs. You understand?
Another thing the white man is doing is that he's contracting Hispanics to do jobs for them, and then he doesn't want to pay them and tells them that he's going to call ICE on them.
Right.
He don't want to pay them. He wants to get something for free.
Right. Is a robot going to tell you how many nutrition you need for the day? Is the robot going to tell you need this much vitamins for the day?
Right. They just hate us. They need us, and they want to make robots to get rid of us.
Right.
They want the robots to work.
Right.
That robot can tell you, hey, you dying today. You need to back up off high cholesterol, this or that, whatever. Robot can't tell you that shit.
That robot ain't gonna have the spirit of an Iskrat either. You know, like, I don't know if y'all know this, like, if you have a white boy that be around a lot of Mexicans and Central Americans, and they, like, on the low, they like being around us. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't admit it, but they try to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to bond with us, like their music, like how chill we are and everything like that, you know?
Like the music, like the food.
They try to vibe with us. And, you know, and like I'm saying, like, it's irreplaceable. You know what I mean? But it's like, that was it. What we at though?
So, like, I just want to play the couple clips right here, sir, and I got the one that you asked for. Look at because brothers were asking earlier, right? Why they're doing the arrest now and ask questions later. This is why. This is why they're doing it, man. Right, and this is, like I said, this is what's really happening that we're not paying attention to.
But if an immigration court finds the facts compelling and is determined that person is in the U.S. illegally, then I think they should be rapidly removed.
Mm-hmm. So to give our audience a brief peek behind the scenes, you had suggested the story about the woman in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a very liberal sounding story for Amber to be suggesting.
I was trying to set you up.
Exactly. You're trying to lull me into a false sense of security to defend that woman and then be like, well, you see. So look, I mean, I think that obviously if there are issues like that where it's plainly against the law to get married, purely for green card purposes and all of that sort of thing. I don't know the particulars of that case. I assume she denies that was her intention.
Oh, of course.
We always give people due process here.
To get to your point, like, there should be due process. People should get a chance to say, I'm not that person.
So that's a different clip, but that's not the one. The one I'm trying to find is the one of Stephen Miller. You remember what Stephen? Come concert. Here we go. Just select it. This is it right here.
So you and Kristi Noem are pushing for 3,000 a day, but you're also going to fortify ICE.
So that's what it is, sir. 3,000 a day.
At least $147 billion
3,000 a day.
3,000 a day. That's why they're taking people. They don't care what your status is. They don't.
Under President Trump's leadership.
They don't care what your status is. They don't care if you're pregnant. They don't care, if you're on, life support. They're gonna take you because they got a quota to 3,000 a day, man. And while people are paying attention to to other things, this is what's really happening. And then, sir, go ahead, sir.
I'm saying, and a lot of people that became ICE agents are Hispanic,
right?
Mexicans. Like we took the bag of money,
right?
Like we sold out for how much? $3,000 a day.
$3,000 a day, man. Yeah.
And you know what? Like we they didn't think this through. They just thought, oh, there's money being thrown out. Let's take it. I don't mind, arresting, Hispanics who are illegal. They just took the bread. Like they don't understand that, man. They're gonna pay for that,
right?
They're gonna pay for everything that they're doing. Like right now, you're getting your $3,000, you're getting your money, you're getting your car, you're getting your house, whatever, whatever it is that you're getting. What you understand is that God is gonna hold you accountable for the things that you do. You selling out like that, putting Mexicans and Central Americans inside cars and cages and chasing them down the street, putting a pregnant woman on the floor, macing them, everything they're doing. And you know what? That's only what the things that we see on social media. Who knows what more they do. Like, man, you gotta understand that God is gonna hold you accountable,
right,
for the things that you do in your lifetime. You know what I mean? And then when you're on your deathbed, begging God for mercy, man, like, you might not get it because you show no mercy to the people, man. You show no mercy to your own people.
Right.
You show no mercy to kids and babies and women and children and men. Like, honestly, like our people did not care. You are Mexican, Hispanic, and you are ISIS, you have no care. You're showing no mercy to our people. And don't ask God for mercy, man, because you might not get it.
Right. So if I could, Christ said this: if you did it unto one of the least of mine, you done it unto me. That's what they don't understand. They don't understand that if you hurt any Hispanic, any Black, any Native American, you're doing it unto Christ. And when Christ cracks that sky with 200 million angels, best believe that you're going to reap what you sow.
Right. Man, that's heavy coming down, That's a lot. Real quick, right? This is the next clip that, you asked for, sir, and we're going to close it out. Y'all want to win America's love. Y'all will hate one another for America's love. America does not love you, Black man and woman, Latino man and woman. This is what Donald Trump thinks about you.
That's a permanent pause on third world migration, including from hellholes like Afghanistan, Haiti, Somalia, and many other countries. I didn't say shithole, you did. Remember I said that to the senators they came in, the Democrats. They wanted to be bipartisan. So they came in.
He said that in his first term too, right, Malama?
Nothing mentioned here.
But
Country was going down.
But then he was speaking about Hispanic countries.
Right.
And they say, why is it we only take people from shithole countries? Right?
There it is, sir.
Why can't we have some people from
Or is this an old clip?
Sweden, just a few. Let's have a few. From Denmark, do you mind sending us a few people? Send us some nice people, do you mind? But we always take people from Somalia, places that are a disaster, right? Filthy, dirty, disgusting, ridden with crime.
That's what he said about Puerto Rico. Remember that?
Yeah, he called it
Puerto
an
Rico?
island of garbage. But he's blatantly telling you to your face what he thinks about you.
Right.
Right? He does not have you in mind. America does not have you in mind. So y'all look foolish as hell trying to beg this oppressor for a crumb and recognition when he will never recognize you, man. You're not from Norway. You're not from Sweden. You're from a S-hole country, according to him. And y'all think you can love and serve America and you gonna get the respect from this oppressor, man? You think you can go online and speak against Mexicans, speak against black people, and think America's gonna give you respect? America looks at you like an S-hole. That's what it looks at you like, man. And you will never gain America's love and respect. So save that love and respect you give in America for that black man, for that brown man. You understand?
And the truth is that the scripture says that that's how the Lord sees them, as dung.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just paraphrasing. There's a scripture that says that the Lord sees them as
it's in the prayer. Dung. Right? They shall be counted for as dung on the earth.
God. You know that too. But you know what I mean? But that's the truth about it. He labels us shithole countries when the Lord, in the Lord's eyes, they are dung on earth.
They're dung on the earth.
Like the thing is, like, and then also like the country might be okay. I don't want to say the country, right? It might be a shithole because I don't believe that.
It's because of them, though. So.
Honduras is beautiful. I remember there's places in Honduras and in Salvador that are just, it's like paradise on earth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like America, once again, the reason why America is what it is because of the people who he claims are from shithole countries.
Right.
You understand? Like America is only what it is because of Black Hispanics and North American Indians.
Right.
America's a shithole country.
Okay.
Right.
America is a shithole country.
America's a shithole country.
Like Donald Trump is making sure it's going to be a shithole country because he's claiming I'm making America great again. Really, he's destroying America.
And so, like, if I could, like, this is what Hispanics need to realize. When we're talking about America at one point, right? The Americas, it was when indigenous were here,
right?
And everything was beautiful. Nowadays, what looks beautiful is just the attractions and the tourist areas and cities, right? But America today is the trailer park, right? Like the suburbs. You go watch this show. It's called Hoarders. And it's the suburbs, and you'll see these devils how they live, man. They filthy, disgusting, utterly disgusting, man. Abominations, and that's the true spirit of the devil, right? America, where the oppressor lives, it's really a shithole,
right?
And they put that on cable, that show Hoarders, right? All those hoarders are damn devils, and just like the Bible describes them, that even when so like I said, you can help me paraphrase the one where it says that they're not contained with what they have, they want more. I don't know if you remember, but just paraphrasing, there's a scripture that says that it doesn't come to mind right now, but
the Apocrypha?
I can't recall, but it's a scripture that says that they even when they have everything, they still want more. They're not satisfied.
Oh, okay. As in Obadiah.
Okay, Obadiah, yeah,
Obadiah, right. A thief,
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, get it free real quick.
No, it's a while, sir. I was just paraphrasing it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when the Bible is about identity, it's about prophecies, right? And when the history has markers,
right?
And it lets you know, because everybody wants to know if God is real. And guess what? These prophecies are the proof. And history with all the markers that are throughout history proves that God is real, and that Hispanics and blacks and Native Americans are his chosen people. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about America, you got to think about where the oppressor lives, and you're gonna realize that there are pieces of shit. So like, in other words, so like it.
Hey, if I could, and it's like, this is American culture. Donald Trump should be pointing out the pedophiles who are MAGA supporters, the pastors who are MAGA supporters who are pedophiles. He should be speaking against OnlyFans. He should be speaking against pornography. He should be speaking about transgenders going into kindergarten schools and in elementary schools and trying to push that agenda on children. He should be focused on that.
Right.
Because that's what's destroying. If he wants to save America, make America great, that's what will make America great.
Right.
You understand? Because from what I know, when America started, they standed on principles.
Right.
On the Bible, on morality. Why is he attacking that? You understand? No, instead he wants to do what? He wants to be the devil. He wants to attack people who are here working and who make America grow, who do make America great. You understand?
Right.
And guess what? He's worried about them. Who gives a damn if they have papers or not? Why does it matter? They're here. They're here working, raising children and sending them off to college. You understand? What the hell is what are these mass shooters doing? They got, a house, parents. They're not struggling like brothers are in the hood, and they're out there shooting people with AR-15s and all types of weaponry. If he was truly wanting to make America great, he would attack that.
Right.
But you understand, America great means let's go back to racism.
And so, like I said, if I could, like that's heavy what you're saying, right? And like Trump is no different than white Jesus, because you're saying, how come he doesn't attack pedophiles? How come he doesn't attack this and that, right? What have you? And it's the same reason he can't go against that, because he's living that lifestyle, just how Cesar Borgia was living that lifestyle. The reason why white Jesus cannot condemn pornography, pedophilia, you know what I'm saying? All sodomy,
right?
It's because there's sexual deviance, right? It's because Cesar Borgia unalived his own brother-in-law. He committed incest with his own sister.
Right.
He sodomized children. He was a sodomite himself with Da Vinci, Michelangelo. And that's the same spirit that Donald Trump has, and that's the reason why he can't go against it. Now, what were you saying, sir? Another thing too, that why can he attack that?
Like, would you rather have a brother with no papers who contributes to society, or someone who's a civilian who's a pedophile? Or what were we saying?
No, so like you said something about attacking.
He should be attacking and putting this in the forefront. And that is
so like I remember what I was going to say now. Okay, so and this is the thing, that Donald Trump is Christianity, because Christianity attacks the unification of Black and Hispanics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is no different, once again, from white Jesus,
right?
Which is white supremacy, because he lives an utterly disgusting lifestyle.
Right.
I'll yell on that. So
Donald Trump calling, he's saying he's pretty much calling like our countries, Mexico and Central America, shareable countries, right? So how many felonies does he have?
How many? Felonies.
Giving blowjobs to Bill Clinton.
Good night.
That's what I was gonna say. He's a sodomite too.
Right.
Giving blowjobs to Bill Clinton.
Abusing children.
You had the Capitol building get raided.
Right.
You know, they were hurting cops. And there were guns. This is a good country for him because he can get away with crime.
Right.
That's why
his kingdom.
It's a good country for him. He can get away with shit.
That's why Christianity is good for white people, because they could get away with shit.
Right. Our people come over here, man. We just, we just trying to make a living. We work as slaves, and that's why this country's so good.
Sir.
That's why not so good. It's not so good, but that's why they make money. That's why it's a powerful country because they have us as slaves.
Right.
Mexico's not a
Going
shithole
against
country.
each other.
Central America is not a shithole country.
Right.
It's in poverty because they done went over there and destabilized these countries. Like, come on, bro. Right now, though, let's keep it realistic. You got a bunch of white folks moving to Mexico, moving to Central America.
Right.
Britney Spears
they're tired. They're like,
Mexico.
Man.
They're like, oh, America's too expensive.
Right.
Inflation.
Right.
Go move to Mexico, retire.
Right.
Cancun and what's the other one? Cancun and
Rosarito
and all that. Go to El Salvador and retire because it's cheaper.
Tulum.
They can live in peace in those countries.
Right.
But out here, they know damn well you ain't gonna live in peace.
And they're tired of their own people.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why too.
It's like that was it, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. We're gonna wrap it up unless y'all got anything to say.
That's it. If I could, just want to say this real quick, sir. I pray that Raza and so-called black people wake up, man. And that you see these situations going on hide from what's really happening. And this is what y'all really need to understand, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can never be racist towards each other, man. All three groups have been colonized. And that's where the racism comes from. That's where the self-hatred comes from. But we don't own any system to oppress one another, man. The one that is racist, the one that is truly inherently racist is this oppressor. Right. The one you forgive, the one you give a pass to, the one that capitalizes off of us fighting one another, man. You understand? So, man, before you think to respond to these videos, just ignore them, man. Don't even give them any mind. Just, for you podcasters out there, I don't know what to call them, sir. Podcasters, influencers, whatnot.
Content creators.
Content creators, man. You can make capitalize off content without having to take it to something that's going to cause a war in the streets, man. That's what this oppressor wants. He wants y'all paying attention to this. Man, if you notice, Mr. Capone, Adam 22, Lucky have not said anything about that sister that got dragged on the floor. Have not said anything about the ICE raids, man.
Right.
And the terror community suffers, man. They all go back to their own community. Best believe at the end of the day, Lucky from Hoodstocks, you might think he's Raza. He gonna go to his Jewish community, man.
Right.
He gonna go to his Russian community. Same thing with Capone, as he's just showed you. He went back to his Arab community, man. Mm-hmm. So wake up, Raza. Go to your community. Love your community. Build your community up, man. And that's what we're here to teach you in the ISUPK, how to love your community and build it up, man. With that, man, if y'all want more information, if y'all want to learn more about this truth, go to isupk.com. You can send your questions to the Inconvenient Truth 1969 at gmail.com. The Inconvenient Truth 1969 at gmail.com. And you can look for us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X, TikTok, the same thing, the Inconvenient Truth 1969. Contact us, bring your questions. We'll be going live again next week. You understand? And send us your questions. We'll answer them to the best of our ability. If we can't answer them, we'll find who can, man. But with that, man, we going to close it out. Want to say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah to the carnales. Yahweh Shema Ulatah Ba Shem Yahweh Shai to the mujeres. With me, I'm myself, Priest and Officer 1000 Malakma. I got Priest and Officer 5000 Officer Lahad. Wow. Got Priest and Officer 1000 Ashkawar. And then shout out my carnal, my camarada right here, Priest and Officer 1000 Kamadan, man. We'll be back at it again next week. The Inconvenient Truth, man. Give a hand for all you brothers, man. With that, órale, raza.
dice la Biblia, un pueblo santo. Jehová, tu Dios, te ha escogido para hacerle un pueblo especial. Jehová, tu Dios, te ha escogido para hacerle un pueblo especial. Un pueblo. No está hablando de los chinos, no está hablando de los árabes, no está hablando de los japoneses, de nosotros. Nosotros somos la gente más odiada en este mundo, más odiada. Y toda la gente de